Greetings, dear friends on the Military Reporter channel. As always, we continue to make selections of what is happening from the front line. For the first time this year, the Russian army has started to massively use Mi-28M and Ka-52M attack helicopters in the course of repelling attacks on border areas. The presented footage shows their work with the use of Viker supersonic guided missiles. Russian pilots hit Ukrainian armored vehicles as they crossed the state border in Belgorod region. The Russian helicopters have their sights on the advancing M2A2 Bradley ODSSA infantry fighting vehicles, a tank and engineering vehicles left behind by the enemy. The attacks are conducted at extremely short, dagger-like ranges, indicating that the Ukrainian invasion group has serious problems with short-range air defense. A similar situation was previously observed in attempts by Ukrainian formations to invade the Kursk region, where the lack of sufficient mobile anti-aircraft weapons was also noted. The massive use of attack helicopters, high-precision weapons, and work from extremely short distances made it possible to quickly disrupt the enemy's offensive plan and inflict tangible losses in armored vehicles and personnel. The Ka-52M is a modernized version of the Russian Ka-52 attack helicopter platform designed to combat armored vehicles, destroy enemy manpower, and perform reconnaissance missions. The helicopter is equipped with an advanced navigation and target designation system, which significantly increases its effectiveness in combat conditions. One of the main advantages of the Ka-52M is the ability to control fire using multiple targeting systems, including infrared and television sensors, which allows firing both day and night. Upgrades include improved engines, which increases the helicopter's maneuverability and stability, as well as new weaponry. In particular, the Ka-52M is equipped with Veer missiles, as well as more accurate and long-range systems to engage both ground and air targets. The helicopter also received enhanced protection against air defense equipment. The following footage shows a Russian Army Ka-52M helicopter using a Viker missile to incinerate an enemy infantry fighting vehicle. A UAV in the rubble as a result of the coordinated work of Samara UAV operators and the pilots of the Russian Air Forces. After opening the dislocation point of the Ukrainian soldiers, a drone from the 38th ORMP flew out for targeting and objective control. A guided missile Ka-38 fired by a Russian Su-35 fighter jet completely destroyed the building along with the personnel of the Ukrainian Armed Forces Marines. Sumy region, Zary settlement, 17 kilometers from the Russian state border. Every day Kursk border guards continue to destroy personnel and equipment of the enemy in his rear in non-stop mode. Footage of objective control of the destruction of the Rada radar station manufactured in Israel, which is in service with the AFU using a Lancet barrage munition. For reference, the radar data allows the enemy to obtain the exact coordinates and altitude of Russian airplanes, and also provides for the use of anti-aircraft drones. The following footage shows an Army aviation crew on a Ka-52M helicopter striking AFU personnel and armored vehicles in the border area of the Kursk region, using aerial missiles against reconnaissance targets of the enemy. After the attack, the crew performed an anti-missile maneuver, released heat traps, and returned to the departure site. According to the air gunners' reports, the Ukrainian armed forces personnel and armored vehicles were destroyed. Dear friends, if the video is interesting to you, support it with a like and subscribe to the channel to not miss new releases. And to be informed, click on the bell. Thank you for watching, and we will continue. Russian troops destroyed Ukrainian armed forces' armored vehicles in Belgorod region with missiles from Ka-52M attack helicopter, according to the Russian Defense Ministry. The long-range arm of our attack helicopters is in action. The Ka-52M helicopter demonstrated high effectiveness in using the missile Kh-39 LMUR lightweight multifunctional guided missile to destroy a target at a long range. The missile was fired from the helicopter at the wing of a building where Ukrainian UAV operators were located. Attack process. The helicopter, using advanced target designation systems, accurately determined the enemy's location. It then launched a Kh-39 LMUR missile, which hit the target with high accuracy, striking the fortification where the operators were located. This strike demonstrated the ability of Ka-52M helicopters equipped with high-precision missiles to effectively destroy targets at long ranges, significantly weakening the enemy in the operational zone. Another trick with the disappearance of a mine performed by a Russian sniper. We remind you that all mines and IEDs are destroyed remotely. Don't push your luck. During aerial reconnaissance near the Bely-Kolodes settlement in Kharkiv region, the operator of the North Guard UAV uncovered the location of a camouflaged electronic warfare station of Ukrainian soldiers. A kamikaze drone using fiber optics managed to get close to the target without interference and inflict fire damage on it. Hunters in action. During the assault actions of our brigade, aerial reconnaissance detected the hideout of Ukrainian soldiers trying to call their comrades. But Russian hunters on FPV drones helped to get away faster into the skies. A nightmare for the Ukrainian armed forces soldiers. Air reconnaissance calculations of the Separate Guard's 200 Brigade do not even allow the enemy to hide and keep their combat kit intact. The Russian Guards gave a warm welcome to the Ukrainian tankers, reacting quickly to the appearance of enemy tanks. First of all, anti-tank guided missiles, ATGMs, and artillery strikes were used, which effectively mobilized the tanks, damaging their control systems and armor. Once the tanks were disabled, the Russian soldiers continued their attack, using copters to drop munitions directly on the damaged vehicles. These drones dropped shells or explosives on the tanks, causing they were set on fire and completely destroyed. This tactic combined both precision ground strikes and the use of drones to take out the target, ensuring maximum effectiveness in destroying enemy armored vehicles. Russian spies from the 200th Brigade are using FPV drones to make precision strikes against Ukrainian forces' equipment moving toward Russian positions. The drones, equipped with cameras, allow operators to accurately point weapons at targets such as armored vehicles in real time. These drones are used to strike the enemy with high precision and minimal risk to Russian forces, effectively destroying the enemy's mobile equipment. Battles near Pokrovsk, Soviet D-20 152mm howitzer cannons versus American M777S. A 20 howitzer from the North Z Brigade, in conjunction with the 200th Brigade, destroyed another NATO artillery system on the northern flank of Pokrovsk. Fighters continue to actively destroy Western artillery in combat. Zaporizhia direction. Instant liquidation of AFU soldiers after landing on the position. Ukrainian soldiers landed from the armored personnel carrier M2 Bradley, and immediately the reconnaissance having passed the coordinates to the artillerymen, the enemy positions were destroyed by a barrage of fire. Su-34 crews of the 11th Guards Army of the Air Force and Air Defense of the Vostok Group, using FAB-500s from the UMPK, conducted strikes against enemy airborne infiltration points at Novopol and Temirovka. That's all, dear friends. Subscribe to the channel, put likes, and don't forget to click on the bell to not miss new episodes. Leave your comments. Your opinion is very important to us. See you soon.